Dynasty. Side. Sign. Years later. His name most successful design. Top industry. His personal network as a friend. As a friend in his personal network. He's 9 shudder to think. Where would he be if he didn't find the faith to switch? Sometimes God will make you go through something. You don't even know what's happening. If you're not careful, you'll confuse it with warfare. It's really transition.
Welcome to Chapel Hill, North Carolina. Keenan Memorial Stadium, the home of the North Carolina Tar Heels.
6 weeks.
As we'll see, the UConn Huskies taking on a team from the playoff a year ago, the North Carolina Tar Heels.
2020.
For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, here with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get this thing rolling.
Some of you don't need this word, but for the 50 of you that I'm preaching to, God has been waking you up in the middle of the night. He's been whispering something
and
in your inner ear.
Will put total leather and we'll get started.
He's been tugging at you in places where you used to be comfortable. But what's getting ready to happen, God wants to know.
He'll start the return inside his 5.
The next chapter.
Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So the UConn Huskies offense is on the field for the first time today. As we take a quick look at the impact players for today's game, what players did you guys look to for motivation to make an impact during your playing days, Jesse?
Well, it was the guys we relied on each and every week. We came into the season expecting these types of guys to be our biggest weapons, and every week those were the guys that had to deliver for us in order to have success.
And it's just fun to have those guys that are consistent. Like, they lead by example, then they start to learn their voice and lead the team. But every week, guys that you can count on, they punch the clock.
Is out of order.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
The matter is we spend more time in one than anywhere else.
Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10.
Coaches talk about 3rd downs all the time. They emphasize it in football games, and that's a great start for this defense. They're ready for the pass, nice coverage in the back end. They get the sack, and they set the tone in this football game.
Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. So North Carolina's offense taking the field. First chance we have to see them today. And what a performance this guy turned in last week. Spectacular in every aspect.
One thing for sure, the quarterback is going to be looking his way early in this one. When you have a game like he did last time, your quarterback, you all of a sudden move up in priority in the pecking order for the guy throwing the football. So it's not going to surprise me early here if the quarterback looks his way, regardless of what the coverage is, based on what he showed last time out.
Yeah, and they were on the same page. It was fun to watch. I mean, you could tell that he knew exactly where his guy was, putting up the multiple touchdowns. Like, it was a thing of beauty. Now, defensively, I also know this. I know he's looking that way, so look forward to seeing the chess match with the defense.
Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception.
Not the start this kid was looking for. Very first pass of the day gets picked off. This is a defense that's got a lot of ball hawks on the back end, and he's got to be real careful with his eyes, not telegraph throws like he did right there. He's going to have to settle in.
I don't think that's the way they drew it up. Incomplete. Let's talk just for a minute about UConn. Really interesting matchup here. It's always fun when the top two teams in the conference get to square off in the regular season. With all the expansion, it's become a little bit of a rarity, hasn't it?
It has. Obviously, there's so many teams in each conference, but head-to-head still very much matters. So if you're sitting, obviously, at the top like these teams are, the head-to-head this day will really matter down the road.
Yeah, this was a game we circled way back in the preseason, expecting these two teams to be as good as they are, and now we get to find out who's the best in conference. Both these teams relishing this opportunity to show not only their opponent, but the rest of the conference who the top dog is.
Everything is all right. On the inside, you know that there is a disconnect. Here it is, because you can pray for
running back searching for a hole. Doing damage on the ground as he runs it down to the 11-yard line. The Huskies want to move quickly.
They don't know that you right up the ledge yourself.
Might as well give it to him again. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score.
Because they think because you say
the running back.
Check.
And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, UConn!
And this running back is so dangerous down close to the end zone. He's got wiggle, he's got great vision and burst, and he showed all of those attributes right there.
Let nobody come at me sideways today. Y'all ain't saying nothing, but you should be blood coming down your chin. All the time you can fight for Tom.
Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game.
I ain't saying nothing, but you had to talk to yourself.
And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. From inside his own 15, trying to follow his blockers. Maybe if he could have eluded just 1 or 2 more guys, it would have been a big return, but they'll mark it at the 30. They'll crank up this drive from the 30-yard line. And the defense making a play, getting a hand on that pass. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Lopez wants to fire. Grabs it in the middle.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
Good timing on the quick out. He steps out of bounds, but it will be enough for a first down. The Tar Heels come to the line with a new set of downs.
Find yourself hanging on the cross.
Looking downfield on first down.
Cry out loud in a
hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
Man, it's easy to play defense when you can do this. When you can get to the quarterback quick and make him make a decision quick, it makes it easier for the secondary, for the linebackers, for everybody on the field.
And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. They've got some work to do on this 3rd and long from the 40. Sends it back in motion. Going up top again. Using his feet to buy time. Gets rid of it. He's missed 3 in a row now with that last incompletion. And the Tar Heels will punt this one away. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. Fair catch is collected at the 24, and that's where they'll start this drive. They'll get things started on this drive from the 24. The give on the inside. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1. UConn quick to the line.
And that wasn't a big game, but look at the offense. Right back on the ball, ready to call a play.
And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down. UConn will have to punt it away. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. A low line drive and not his best work. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. The North Carolina offense returns to the field. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. Finds his man. It's Vincent. He makes the stop at the 33, but 10 yards on that play and the first down. Offense in a bunch formation. Going for the big play. He's got it. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, UNC.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
It's not good anymore. It's not hard matters. It's amazing. It's awesome. So Jesus, hear me, chosen us. His background, his training, is working on things that are hard. As a licensed certified, you can carry. The only thing that Jesus knows how to work on is hard stuff. If it is easy, he's not qualified. Stage right. Is anything hard for God? I got the wrong church. I need 50 of y'all that need God between now and Friday to work on something difficult. Something the bank said you couldn't have. Something the lawyer said wasn't possible. Something.
Looking for the tie with the extra point. And the extra point was good to finish things off. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Boys, if it's happening in college football, we've got eyes on it. Check this out. Texas has a lead right now in Austin, but they've been in a dogfight so far and just haven't been able to pull away. They're up by a field goal over UTSA. Any big developments in this one, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business. Gentlemen?
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. On the move from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. UConn going back to work on offense. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, and to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Find some space, enough to get 5 to the 22. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Trying to impose their will with the run. Yeah, it's a bit of a surge, and he's knocked down after picking up 3 to the 26. And the Huskies come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. On 3rd and short, just trying to get enough for the first down. Stopped in the backfield, and this defense has forced him into 4th down. UConn will have to punt it away. They make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. They'll start this drive at their own 48. Lopez to pass. Caught over the middle. It's Schick. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be first down.
Great job by the defense here, rallying to this wide receiver and making the tackle. He is dangerous. They don't want to let this receiver get behind them, but they know that when he makes catches, they better rally quickly and get this guy on the ground. He is fast.
The Tar Heels with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Culliver. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. Now facing a 3rd and long. Under fire. Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46. And the Tar Heels will call on their punt team. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Here's the fair catch, and he'll make it close to the 20-yard line. This drive opens up at the 23-yard line. Leaves it with the running back. Into a mass of giant bodies. We'll call it a 1-yard gain to the 24. The Huskies come to the line in the hurry-up.
And after that run, getting right back up to the line of scrimmage to go hurry-up, defense has to be ready.
They'll mark him out of bounds at about the 29-yard line. They'll try to muscle their way forward on 3rd and short from the 29. Here comes the heat. Moving out of the pocket. And he is not going to get there as the defense gets him on the ground. A couple of yards short of the first down in your own territory, but they are going to go for it on 4th. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. He's got it, first down and more. And they finally make the tackle, but this will be a pretty easy conversion for this offense.
And they're showing you their intentions early in the game. It's 4th down, you're in your own end. We're going to be aggressive, and we're not just going to do this early. We're going to do this all game long. Awesome execution on a critical down.
This UConn offense really has it going.
Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the receiver come open, getting him the football, making the first down, and they like to do this. When they make a first down, they want to go fast, they want to crank up the tempo.
And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And this offense gets nothing done on that play, but look at them. They're continuing to run this tempo. They want to try to do something to get a spark going to create a big play.
Brought down at the 20-yard line after ripping off the big play. UConn comes to the line after getting another first down. From the gun, the running back has it. Dropped after a pickup of 4 down to the 16. Solid pickup of 4 on first down at 2nd and 6. The give to the right. He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Huskies come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. From the gun on 3rd down. Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move. He gets the job done, picking up the first down, then getting down. The Huskies started this drive backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into position to score. Power ahead. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. We played one, and we are right back where we started, all tied up after the first period as we take a look at the stats. They fought to a standstill in the first. Let's see who gets the edge early in the second. They'll try to open the quarter by cashing in on this big opportunity deep in the red zone. They go right back to this guy on 2nd and goal. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
Definite.
And the Huskies in the hurry-up. Wants to fire it in the end zone on 3rd and goal. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Huskies.
Love the quick decision-making by the quarterback. It's not just who's the open guy and who am I throwing it to. It's also having that clock, David, in your head that says, if no one's open and I'm down near the red zone, I'm taking off now, and I'm using my athleticism, and I'm getting a score.
Yeah, you love the decision-making. I hate the defense. Why are we dropping back so far in the end zone? We got to keep eyes on this QB. We know he can take off. We know he can make plays. The field shrinks, man. You got to expect that's coming. Not very good defense.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. From inside the 15, here's the return. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. They'll snap the ball. First play of the drive coming from their own 24. Lopez wants to fire. Got a man. It's Ship. No chance to run, but they still move it forward. The Tar Heels with myriad options after that big pickup on first down.
You know, when you're throwing those out routes, it's tough. You got to drop that thing at the bucket. You don't have a lot of space near that sideline. You got to be really accurate. Great job by the quarterback leading him towards the sideline, hitting him for a good gain.
Now from the 36-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Wants to throw on first down. Oh, and he just dropped it so close to his second interception of the game. Instead, it'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Power football with the run. He has the first and still on his feet. Brought down at the 46, but he got 10 on the play.
Man, that was a good run, but it was almost even better. Great job by the offense. Keep the running game going. You get big chunks like this. Not only was that a big chunk, it also looked like it could have gone for more.
Looking to throw on first down. The short hands, it's Ship. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Looking to fire. Throwing right. Got his man. Guided out of bounds at the 22. Good play for this offense as they are threatening to score.
Yeah, and the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating the explosive play.
Runs for the tackle. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here. And the Tar Heels in a good spot here with 2nd and short. On the move, it's Goff. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, you just feel like the running back's asking for redemption on that one. You know, 2nd and short, and you're giving him the football. He can't get the first himself. Now it's 3rd down. He's looking over on the sideline like, call it again, throw me the ball, I can go do this. It's never a good feeling for the run.
And to the end zone. Touchdown, Tar Heels. This guy has been an absolute force in this offense early this season, guys. We're only in the 3rd game. He's already got 3 touchdown catches. Talk about a matchup nightmare for opposing defenses. Extra point here will tie the game. And he tacks on the extra point. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Dynamite matchup this week, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. Texas Tech is currently up big right now in a game they'll be talking about in Lubbock for a long time. They're up by 17 over Sam Houston. Any big developments in this one, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business, gentlemen.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. The UConn offense goes back to work. This drive will open from the 15. These two offenses have been outstanding in the early going, and that ramps up the pressure to put something on the board every time you touch it. Pushes ahead for 2. They'll mark it at the 17. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Back to pass. Snagged in the middle. It's Hicks. And they pick up just a few on that completion. UConn quick to the line. 3rd down play from the gun. And
big sack.
And they get him down at the 14-yard line.
And they've been waiting for something good to happen with respect to getting after the quarterback, right? They're outside of the top 100 in the country in sacks per game, but finally now you see they're generating this pass rush. 3 sacks on the game so far.
UConn will have to punt it away. He's going to try to flip the field with this one.
Come on. Come on. Oh.
That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. North Carolina has it back, and the Tar Heels so pleased to send the offense back out. Safe completion on the screen. And that did not work. Defense smelled that one out from the beginning. The Tar Heels now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Quickly to the flat, the wide receiver screen. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Third play of the drive, and they need to take advantage of this field position by making something happen on 3rd and long. Fires to the right. He's got an open man. Touchdown, North Carolina! And they take it in for 6 more points.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. Here he comes from inside, and the ball's free deep in his own territory.
Big hit.
Defense falls on the
Big
ball.
hit.
Hey, as a return guy, you know that you're going to get popped. You know you've got guys that have a 50-yard run at you trying to
With the turning point of the game.
You got to do a better job with ball security.
They'll run the counter, and this one will be stopped for no gain. Boy, there wasn't much room to wiggle for that running back there.
None at all. Great job by the defense getting in the backfield quickly, closing up all the holes, nowhere to run.
Snagged out of the air. That completion takes them down to the 7-yard line, and they are ready to strike.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy
Got
is.
him.
Touchdown, UNC! Fitted in the window for the score.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now on game day.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point is good. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they close the deal with the 7-yarder for the score. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. UConn going back to work on offense. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. Wants to go up top. Forced out of the pocket. Crosses the 30. They finally corral him, but he turns that into a big gain and a first down. UConn quick to the line.
It's just so hard to stop. There is no rhyme. There is no reason. He just scrambles around, makes people miss, and the next thing you know, you look up and he's 20, 30 yards down the field, and there's nothing you can do about it.
And just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down.
A nice job being gap sound by this defense. And here you go. Watch what this offense does. They'll get right back on the ball, and they'll go really quick, so you got to be prepared.
This UConn offense really has it going.
And how about that? Right after they get the explosive play running the ball, they're going right back to the line of scrimmage for some tempo.
Wants to go up top on first down. Makes a connection. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down. The Huskies come to the line with a fresh set of downs. To the air on first down. Get it out to the supersonic guy. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Well, the defense didn't have a lot of time to celebrate that last big play because here's the offense right away back at the line of scrimmage, ready to roll again with tempo.
And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third and long, no secret what he needs here. Oh, and he took a shot as he threw that one away.
Well, you haven't seen a ton of incompletions in this game, and that's good news for this QB. Obviously, he's
getting the offense going.
Part of that was the defense. Part of that was him not playing as well as he wanted to. But in this game, he really has been, for the most part, locked in, and that is a good sign
even out
for this
there.
offense.
No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Fires to the wideout. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell
he got to cut and go, man.
He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. Third and long.
We come in bombing.
Along the sideline. It's a seam wide open. Touchdown Tar Heels. And they add
Our backup came in the game bombing.
No step back in week 3. They have been sharp as they extend the lead.
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they top it off by going up top. 81 yards on the touchdown pass. Kickoff unit back to work, and they have been busy as they built this sizable lead. And he takes this from inside the 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The UConn offense goes back to work. Trailing by 3 touchdowns. If you're going to get back in it, David, the time to start is right now.
Got to start now. Defense giving up points on that last possession. Again, the offense is going to have to score, and Jesse probably score pretty quickly.
Yeah, you got to go tempo. You're going to have to try to fit in as many plays as you can throughout the rest of this game. But I think more than that, you got to eliminate the negative plays. No more penalties and no more turnovers.
He's going to be able to
hit him
a few yards before the slide. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and a score on this drive would do wonders for their confidence. Going to swing it on second down. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. We'll see if they go back to the air after the incompletion. It's 3rd and 5. Pulls it in. It's Burton. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38. Looking to throw on first down. grabbed in the middle. It's Fareed. They make the stop. Not a whole lot of ground picked up there, and they'll have work to do to get the first down. Just keep slinging it. Steps away. Lowers that shoulder, delivers the blow. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. Now they've got it at the 44 on 1st and 10. They'll try the run. He's going to lose a yard on that one. UConn quick to the line.
That didn't work.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Always a welcome play from the defense as they get a sack at the 47. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. UConn will have to punt it away. I wouldn't quite call it a shank, but that's not exactly going to go on the resume reel. And the punt team able to sling him to the ground. The North Carolina offense returns to the field. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute them.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead.
There he goes. He'll be stopped at the 41, but give him 10 on that play. They'll put in play from the 41 on 1st down. Lopez to pass. Dances away. Outside the pocket, lets it go. That is just a sideline clinic. Throw, catch, toe drag, everything you want. The magic bean is spinning out of control. Already over 200 yards in the first half.
Yeah, they're being aggressive offensively.
Fires toward the end zone. And it's a touchdown.
What's the flag for? Oh, come on, Osteen. Killing me, fella.
And that is a punch right
He'll
in
turn
the
back
gut
in
to
and
make
throw
a
a
play
dart.
like that and have a penalty wipe it out. They want to throw it. He's not afraid to go deep. Touchdown, North Carolina!
Austin.
They went for the big play, and boy, did it ever pay off.
And with that score, this thing is getting ugly. This offense has had their way, and not only have they had their way, now they finish the half like you're supposed to, scoring the football, building on their lead. This defense is going to have to go into half and find some answers.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they capped off the drive with a big play through the air, scoring from 50 yards out. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. Back to the ground game on the left. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Thanks, guys. What a scene there in Chapel Hill. What a fine performance we've seen. And how do we possibly begin without singing the praises of this receiver? His ability to find gaps, run textbook routes, and then show that breakaway speed. He simply is the total package. How this secondary responds, whether they try to double team him or get aggressive at the line, that'll be the story of this second half. And with that, let's send it back to the guys there on Stadium Drive at Keenan Memorial.
All right, Kevin, about ready to get things cranked back up here. He'll bring it back from inside the 15. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. North Carolina has it back, and the Tar Heels so pleased to send the offense back out. Not sure they had to make many adjustments at halftime as they try to build on this lead here in the third. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They'll keep it on the ground to start the second half.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
And the Tar Heels can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Handoff to the single back. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
Definitely been tough sledding for this guy, especially in the first half. But they just don't have a ton of yards on the ground to show for it at this point. That looked like a pretty good run, though. You just wonder maybe in the second half, if they keep giving him the football, it may start paying some dividends.
Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Lopez wants to fire. Bring in the heat. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
This QB has had a lot of success all day long, throwing for so many touchdowns, looking very comfortable. Finally, the defense gets to him. Finally, the defense gets a win. They needed something to go their way. Got to start getting some more hits on this guy.
Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a fourth down.
That is a good omen for this defense. They were getting lit up in the first half. They knew something had to change. So to set the tone like this early on their opening drive of the third quarter and get a stop on third, that should really help their confidence.
The Tar Heels will try to pin them back with the punt. Makes the catch at the 30. Looking everywhere for room to run, but really good coverage, and he'll step out of bounds. UConn going back to work on offense. First play of the drive comes from the 38. They'll start this drive going to the air. Pressure coming. Keeps it himself and gets to first. The freshman called his own number and kept this drive moving.
And this QB's really starting to show you something, isn't he? I mean, he's been hit a lot in the pocket, and I just like the toughness. At the end of the run here, he's not sliding because he's been banged up a little bit. Lowering the shoulder, getting the first down, taking some hits, but he's still competing.
Well, you haven't seen a lot of incompletions from this guy now in his last 2 games out. Completed over 70% of his throws last week. He's doing it again in this game. As a head coach, you got to love the fact that your quarterback is dialed in.
He got his hands on it, but couldn't hold on to it, and what a time that would have been for their first pick of the game. And the Huskies line up trying to move the sticks on third and short. They'll try to bully their way for the first. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. Now on first down from the 30. Use the play fake, now to throw. Quarterback extends the play.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center. Nowadays in football, you can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them, go get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes, they do it with ease.
Motion from the back. He'll go to work in the air on second down. Grabbed behind the line. It's Flowers. And eventually taken down. But what about that spin move? Gives him the first down yardage. From the red zone, looking for a space. He rolls all the way down to the 5-yard line before they finally get him stopped.
You got to be impressed with the quarterback on that last play because he's already been sacked a ton of times in this game. He knows he does not have a lot of time to survey the field, get through his progression. So as soon as he feels a lane to take off and run, he's going to take it. And a really nice job that time, showing off the athleticism and picking up the first down.
Wants to go up top. And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Looking to fire. Short throw to the sideline is complete, and he's out of bounds. He'll be short of the first down.
I like the aggressiveness by this defense. You got to play tight on the wide receivers. There's not a lot of space on the field. You got to be aggressive, and you got to make tackles.
On third and goal, they'll throw it.
The run, man.
Into the house. Touchdown, Huskies.
And the running back gets his second rushing touchdown of the game. You want to continue to feed this guy. You can tell he's got a nose for the end zone, knows how to get in there, knows how to make things happen.
And he makes the extra point. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. From inside his own 15, looking for a crevice. Probably needed to pick up an extra block or two, but as it is, he'll be stopped at the 28. They'll christen this drive from the 28-yard line. He'll do it himself. Oh, a lot of space. And the explosiveness, the big gainer gets it to the 49-yard line.
And if I'm this defense, man, number 1, 2, and 3 is stopping this quarterback, and he's done it by air and now by land. Like running the option, having success. We got to get...
There he goes. Oh, he got loose. They'll finally get him stopped at the 1-yard line. What a run there.
And right there you see the key to this football team's success. Not just offensively, they rip off explosive plays. That's why they've been winning games here as of late. They can get chunks at a time. They've got playmakers all over the field.
Put that boy in a blender.
The big explosive play put him right on the edge, but you got to finish the deal. Pushes ahead. And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman. And the D deny them on second and goal. Trying to barge in. Looking for the end zone. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, UNC! Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and, slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The UConn offense goes back to work. That running game was impressive, taking them right down for a touchdown last time, David.
Yeah, just mauling. No secret play calls, just simply we are more physical than you, and we're pounding the football right at you, Palmer.
So if you're on offense this next drive, take a look at their safeties and see if they're creeping up into the box because...
Oh, he's got some space. Really needed a play like that to get out of their own end. They move the chains. They mark it at the 29.
And, you know, big chunks like this don't happen unless you commit to the run game. You got to get those big boys up front into the game, understanding I want to knock people off the football, create some holes like you do here for my running back, make the game easy.
They'll start this one from the 29 on first down. Looking downfield on first down. Catch in the middle, it's Porter. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Back to pass. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep.
This defense has a lot of speed, especially in the secondary. You saw that speed. That defender got to that receiver so quick, and because of the hit, incomplete pass.
Gets the back moving. On third and long, he has to throw for it. They get him a rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20.
And it's been a long day. I mean, there's not much to point out that this offense has done well. They're behind huge, and they got no shot if they can't somehow find a way to protect their quarterback.
UConn will have to punt it away. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. Wouldn't call it a shank, but I don't think he'll include it on his greatest hits. Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. The North Carolina offense returns to the field. Lopez to pass. Lets it fly deep downfield. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. Backed up now. Here's second and long. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Makes the grab. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Tar Heels! This game must be moving so slowly for this quarterback. He sees everything 2 or 3 beats ahead.
Way ahead. I mean, it's been really, really easy. I better get some more hits on him. I better do something to make him feel uncomfortable. Because right now, it's just like, oh, you're running that? Yeah, that's easy. I mean, he's already read your mail. You better change the address, do something different.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. Out of the chute, quick toss to the right. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. So now it's second and long. Caught in the backfield, it's Porter. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line?
Ooh, and that was close for the offense. They try to go wide receiver screen. They're counting on that receiver beating that defender. Wasn't able to make him miss that time, but if I'm on offense, I'm going back to that play later.
They'll need to convert this third down from their own 22 to get this drive jump-started. Gives it on the option. And the defense had his hands full, but they finally wrestle him down short of the first down. UConn will have to punt it away. He'll try to really get into this one. Fields to punt and tries to help improve that field position. Return's going to get it up around midfield. He'll be down at the 49-yard line. North Carolina has it back, and the Tar Heels so pleased to send the offense back out. So first play of the drive coming here from their own 49. Turning it on. Lots of running room. Touchdown, North Carolina. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
Huge play. It's so nice to have guys that can create these explosive plays like this. You hand it to him, he can do the rest. Look at the speed, look at the elusiveness, get into the end zone. Nice run.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And the extra point just tacks a little bit more onto this huge lead. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, every game in the Big Ten so very critical. How about this one today? Minnesota is on the ropes, and it's like they're looking at their corner and saying, no mas. The type of performance we're just not used to seeing in Minneapolis. They're trailing by 25 to UCLA. It's an outcome that, if it holds, will have Big Ten fans buzzing all week. Guys.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Here's the handoff. Got it across the 20 and out to the 23. A pickup of 4.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Rushes on him. And the Heat gets there. And they get him down at the 14-yard line. Guys, we've reached the end of the period, and North Carolina's on top. And this beatdown is close to completion as we've reached the end of 3. Let's take a look at how we got here. So will the beatdown continue, or is this a comeback for the ages in store? We'll see as we start the 4th. After swapping into the field, they gave them a little time to figure out how they'll open the final period here on 3rd down. Looking to throw, it's McDonald. That's caught. It's Flowers. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down.
Good play call on defense. 3rd down in that situation, you're just playing a big zone. You want everybody having their eyes on the quarterback, playing in their areas, and you want them rallying to the football. As soon as that running back caught the ball, they all came screaming in. They were able to make the tackle and now set up 4th.
UConn will have to punt it away. Well, what that punt lacked in height, it made up for by being short. And good work by the coverage team to get the return man down on the ground. The North Carolina offense returns to the field. They'll start this drive at their own 48. Then that last drive, if you want to call it that, was efficient. One big run for a score, David. See if they can do it again.
Yeah, and I find it hard-pressed they're not going to give it right back to you. You break that long of a run, get a touchdown, Jesse, I'm assuming he's going to touch it again.
You're absolutely right, David. Everybody in this stadium, I think, is expecting him to get it again, too. Big-time players make big plays in big games. Let's see what he can do here.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Wants to go up top. Working that wide receiver screen. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
I love offenses and quarterbacks that are willing to take the easy stuff. Take those easy throws that are guaranteed to get positive yards. Yeah, I'm going to take big shots down the field too. But don't forget, it's easier to pick up 2nd and 5, 3rd and 5 than it is when we start getting those long yardage situations.
And the Tar Heels really need to keep this drive alive on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. And the 3rd down is incomplete.
And this offense stays aggressive and they pass the football. I think you can always look back and say, 3rd and short, I'd love for you to run it, be the more physical team. But nice job sticking up.
Big tight end makes the grab. It's a first down. And not much of a 4th down gamble when it's that much of a sure thing. An easy conversion for this offense. The Tar Heels will snap it on 1st and 10. Wrestled down at the 26. It's a gain of 4.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football.
Going for it all. zone. Touchdown, UNC! They tack a little more onto this lead, and they're on their way to a 3-0 start.
And it hasn't mattered what they've called guys offensively all game long or who's been on the field, what personnel groupings there have been. They're simply executing at a higher level than this defense. And they're their foot on the pedal here in the fourth quarter.
On the move from inside his 5. Not a lot of space. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They'd love to put a long drive together here as they start from their own 21. Looking to throw, it's McDonald. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Off play action. And the Heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line.
And this has been one of those days you want to forget. I mean, you're getting drunk. There's no other way to put it. It's been a bad day. I'm trying to put a drive together here, maybe to just get some kind of momentum, something positive, maybe something in the locker room we can talk about that didn't go wrong.
Now 3rd and long, and trying to play catch-up in more ways than one after that earlier sack. Got it looking for a first. He couldn't find anywhere to go, and now it's 4th down.
Man, this defense just has so much speed. You saw it on that 3rd down play. The offense is trying to get a quick one, see if they can get a block and maybe spring a guy free, but the pursuit, wow, that was so good defensively.
UConn will have to punt it away. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Wants to return it. Just a wall of defenders everywhere he looks, and he's guided out of bounds after a short return. North Carolina has it back, and the Tar Heels so pleased to send the offense back out. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect him.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out everybody right now on the same page.
Complete downfield. Touchdown, Tar Heels. Made the grab and took it on in for the score. That lead's a little more comfortable now as they close in on a victory here in week 3.
Points, points, and more points. This offense has had their way. They just keep their foot on the gas, keep putting up points, keep putting up touchdowns. And you know what? This is one of those stats days. You look back and you're like, that guy had 12 touchdowns on the year. Well, 4 or 5 of them might have been in this game.
Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. UConn going back to work on offense. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. They'll snap this one to start the drive from their own 22. The give to the tailback. Picks his way and gets 4 out to the 27. He's tackled at the 27. Second down. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. They get him stopped at the 32. That's a gain of 4.
I think that was an example of the offensive coordinator trying to help out his quarterback. He's trying to keep these 3rd downs manageable. You know, you throw the ball on 2nd down and it's incomplete. Now you've set up 3rd and long, and now you're set up to fail.
The Huskies come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. He'll pull it on the read. He just needed a yard on third down, and there just wasn't any room to pick it up.
That's got to hurt if you're the offense, because you're thinking with this quarterback and his size and his athleticism, that's going to be an easy first down pickup on the option play. But how about the physicality up front by this defense, stuffing him at the line of scrimmage?
Let's see what he can do with it. Looking for running room, he'll get it to the 43-yard line before he stopped. The North Carolina offense returns to the field. Good field position here as they start this drive from their 43. They go to the ground. He makes the tackle. This freshman makes the stop after a short gain.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackle.
Oh, and he can't hold the pitch, and the ball's loose. Recovers the fumble, and he's still going.
Great job by the defense forcing the fumble, but a bad, unfortunate bounce, and the offense pounces back on it.
And the Tar Heels are in a mess here on 3rd and a mile.
This for San Antonio, Serena Hollingsworth joins us now.
Back to throw, it's Baker. Looking to the big tight end. They pick it off, and this defense a much-needed play. Oh, you could just feel it. He wanted to make that a big return, but his offense will come out and take over at the 44. On the run, it's Flowers. Got the first down and more. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. And the Huskies just got that huge run. They love another explosive play. Wants to throw on first down. Got it in the middle. It's Richardson. Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the first down. The Huskies can really attack on this 2nd and short. Hauls it in. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. New set of downs right on the doorstep for this offense. A first down run in the red zone. Stopped in the backfield, and that'll be a loss of 2. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Looking to fire. Looking to get it in. They go up top to get it down to the 5-yard line as they try to pay off this drive. They've pushed it forward down to the 5, but now looking at 3rd and goal. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line. That will take us to the 2-minute timeout, and not much time left for this offense to put together a miracle.
Say, agree with Kyle at
here comes the field goal unit.
Let's start that. Is that true? No.
Absolutely center cut. And they'll put 3 on the board, but the deficit remains huge.
And I know a lot of people are scratching their heads why they try to kick that field goal. You're in the 4th quarter. You're down a boatload of points. A field goal isn't going to do it. If you want to win this game, you need touchdowns. I would anticipate for every possession they get from here on out, man, you've got to be way more aggressive.
Let's see what they have dialed up as this drive starts from the 29-yard line. Wide open spaces. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down.
I tell you what, the defense has really contained that quarterback run all game long. But in a big spot in the 4th quarter, they let him out of the cage. He gets out of the pocket, makes the run, and gets the first down. And there's nothing more frustrating than when you get late in the game and you know they're running the football and you don't stop them. It's been that kind of day for this defense. They haven't played well. They're going to have to go to the well. They're going to have to figure some things out. Practice this week, I can promise you, will not be a lot of fun with these coaches. And I'm a fan of this, man. Run the football, eat the clock. We got the lead. This offense has put together a nice day, man. Like just balance, rhythm, timing, play calling, everything has worked. That's why they built this lead. They've had a great day.
Kearney on the Jets. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening. The Tar Heels with the 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. And you want to talk about gang tackling. Everybody on the defense run to the ball.
And And the defense is still fighting. They haven't had the day that they dreamed of. You know, talking to the coaches coming to the game, like they thought they had a good plan. They'd be ready to attack and limit some of the damage this offense has done. They haven't done it today. They got to go back to the drawing board, figure some things out, because this wasn't a great day.
Winning can become a habit. Now they've won back-to-back games and probably building a little confidence from that.
And you want it to be a habit.